Wow, what an incredible, amazing, surreal moment this is to be standing here and speaking in front of this distinguished group of people. You know, I've served as a cantor in South Florida for over 20 years, and on a typical Shabbat at this time, I'd probably be somewhere between the Torah service and Adon Olam, so I'm really still waiting for somebody to pinch me. Imagine the irony that the highlight of a cantor's career is giving a speech, you know? But it's not just any speech. It's not just any speech. This is a huge, huge opportunity. A huge opportunity for us to tell our story about how and why we left the party of our parents and grandparents, and why it's imperative for other Jews to do the same. My parents were born in Israel, and they came here legally. They came here legally in 1965, and they registered Democrat, and they remained loyal to the party until they escaped along with the rest of us deplorables. Back in high school, when it came time for me to register, I didn't know any better, so I registered in line with the family, keeping the sacred tradition alive. My departure began during Obama's first term, and it developed steadily throughout his presidency. You know, the fundamental changes in our country that I saw taking place from 2008 to 2012 were just not the ones that I hoped for, but I realized, unfortunately, that they were the ones that we were promised. Any criticism of Obama from that point on had me labeled as everything from a racist to a Nazi sympathizer, and it was coming from fellow Jews. I never thought it would happen, but tearing up the faded voter registration card that I had since 1990, this past summer, I officially exited the party. So how do we make others see what we see? How do we make our fellow Jews realize that President Trump is by far the greatest friend to Israel that we have ever had in the White House? Passover is around the corner, as you all know, and it's our obligation. It's our obligation to teach our children about the plight of our ancestors. We must know how to answer the age-old question when our children ask us, why is this president different from all other presidents? And our answer is the same as we were slaves. We were slaves to a party that made promises and didn't keep them. But with President Trump, it's promises made, promises kept. President Trump moved the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem. President Trump stopped a payment of $200 million that Obama made to the Palestinians. President Trump cut funding to the Palestinian Authority. President Trump removed the word occupied from all State Department documents related to Israel. President Trump closed the Palestinian Embassy in Washington, D.C. President Trump supports Israel's absolute right to self-defense. President Trump halted the sale of F-35s to Turkey. And just last week, President Trump recognized the Golan Heights as sovereign Israeli territory. Any sensible person would come to the conclusion that President Trump is hands down the most pro-Israel president in U.S. history. So I only ask now, with Passover coming, that whatever force, whatever stronghold it is that's hardening the hearts of our fellow Jews, that has them clinging to what is no longer the party of JFK, I say, let my people go. Thank you.